Hey, what's up, everyone? So I was at church the other day and I had a conversation with one of the guys at my church. We were talking about what it was like during Noah's days and the flood. I used to think that human beings were so evil that God had to send a massive flood, basically destroy everything on earth except Noah, his family, and all the animals that Noah brought with him in the ark. But over the years, I found out what had happened was so there was these the sons of God. They're basically angels. They were sent by God. They call them like the Nephilim, the Watchers. They were supposed to basically watch. I mean, I'm not too much of an expert on it, but they were sent here on Earth by God. They're basically sons of heaven. They're angelic beings. Well, these watchers, they took a liking into the women of the earth. Um, they saw that the women was attractive, and they want to basically take them as their wives. Um, anyway, so they did. They knew they were gonna. They knew they're not supposed to do that, but they ended up doing it anyways. They knew they were going to take the fall, they were going to be punished, but they ended up taking the women of the earth. They started procreating with them. And in those days, when these angelic beings procreated with the women, they produced giants. And in those days, before Noah's days, there were giants that was roaming the earth, and these these watchers, they were also teaching mankind like the secrets of heavens. They were teaching them the ways of the stars, the ways of the cosmos. They were teaching them like, I'd say like witchcraft and all that stuff. They were teaching them all the secrets basically of the universe, right? And mankind, of course, they took these knowledge and they used it for evil. And these offspring that is like half man, half Nephilim, half angelic beings. They were giants. And these giants, they were taking all the resources of the earth. They were taking a lot of the resources of the earth to the point where like there's no more resources. They start eating mankind. They started eating man, cannibalism basically. And these giants, they they were evil. They like to destroy things. They like war. They like to battle. They like to fight. So God was angry. So he decided to basically restart everything, restart society by sending this great flood. Noah and his family was like one of the families with like pure human genes that was not contaminated with like the Nephilims, basically, with the Watchers genes and these angelic beings. His DNA was not mixed with these angelic beings. So in those days, um, there was great evil in the earth. God sent a great flood, and even scientists have documented this. There's a lot of stories about the great flood in like um, in the Chinese folklore everywhere throughout the world. South America's folklore. A lot of stories about this worldwide flood. But according to the Bible, God sent rain for 40 days, 40 nights, destroyed everything that was on earth, basically to restart humanity over again. Now, I was having a conversation with this guy from church. We're talking about when Jesus was here on the earth. He was saying the second coming is going to be like the days of Noah. It's going to be eating, marrying, The Bible also says there is nothing new that is under the sun. So everything we see, it's everything that is happening. It's gonna happen again. It's nothing new. It's very cyclical. I don't know. To me, it just seems like everything is cyclical. Now, according to this guy I was talking to, he said in the Bible, even after the flood, some of the Nephilim actually survived. So when Jesus, now this is, it's kind of up for debate, right? Do you think Nephilim still exists today? Do they? I don't know. Is there half Nephilim, half humans? Are there giants today? I don't know. You look at Shaquille O'Neal, pretty big dude. Yao Ming, pretty big dude. But you don't really see anybody like 8 feet, 9 feet, 10 feet today. But who knows, right? I don't know that for a fact. But this is where we were coming at. He said in the days of the Son of Man, Jesus said it will be like the days of Noah. So now in the days of Noah, mankind, there were a lot of eating, drinking, procreating with just a natural mating with these heavenly beings, these angelic beings, the Son of God, Son of Man, not Son of God, the Son of Heavens, I guess. Also, Jesus also said it's kind of like the days of Sodom and Gomorrah, right? There was a lot of eating, drinking, and then God he destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah because there was just great evil. A lot of orgies going on, a lot of, just very sexually liberal back in the days of Sodom and Gomorrah. That's where you get the word sodomy come from. So Jesus was saying in the second coming of God, of Jesus, it will be like the days of Noah. A lot of eating, marrying. People are like just a natural procreation, I'm not even saying like homosexuality. I'm saying like humans. I'm looking at it from the Nephilim point of view, right? He said, this guy who I was having a conversation with, he said, do you think Nephilim still exists today? So if the second coming of God is human beings, are they going to be mating with Nephilims again? Because according to him, I don't know. I got to look at it in the Bible again. He said after the flood, some of the Nephilim survived. I'm not sure if that's in the Bible, but according to him, like the days of Noah, are human beings going to be mating with Nephilims again? And I told him, I said, I thought about this. I sat in my room, thought about it. I feel like, I don't know if it's going to be the Nephilim, but with the way technology is going, with the way AI is progressing just so quick and technology is progressing so quick, we're going to have human robots. Elon Musk and Neuralink already implanting chips in the brain. Pretty much within the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years, we're going to have half humans, half robots. They're going to implant things in our brain. We're already doing it now. Pacemakers, just a lot of medical things, right? We have pacemakers, insulin pumps. We're already putting machinery in our bodies for medical purposes, and that's what Neuralink is going to do, right? It's going to start off as a medical thing, helping people who are paralyzed, help them walk, people who are blind, help them see. And eventually, man, it's pretty scary where AI is going and where technology is going. And, some businessmen out there, they're going to think up, of course, sex robots. As of today, 2024, is a lot of young kids, a lot of, with the digital age, a lot of young men have a hard time finding women, especially if you're not that good looking. It's hard. They don't have any social skills because everything is online, right? Everything's just like Instagram and whatever, TikTok. they're not mating with anybody. And then when these businessmen come up with these sex robots, a lot of guys are going to be like, I mean, why do I need to put an effort to go out talk to a girl when I can just go home to a sex robot? Once again, bringing it back to the days of Noah, where this guy I was having a conversation with, he thinks Nephilim, human beings are going to be mating with Nephilims again. I think human beings are going to be mating with robots, AI, technology. Human beings, instead of mixing with the DNA of Nephilims and human beings, with mankind and Nephilim, the DNA, instead of them mixing like the days of Noah, I think human beings are going to be mixed with technology, with robots, with AI. AI eventually, at the speed it's going to be even smarter than human beings. It's actually kind of scary where AI is heading, if they're not careful with like the regulations. So when it gets to that place, human beings, and there's AI, you don't know what's a robot, you don't know what's a human being. And if these robots are like evil, shoot, if these robots start seeing our women and they're like, man, these women look good, starts mating with our women, just like in the days of Noah, get ready for another reset, baby. But God did send a rainbow, right? After the flood, he sent a rainbow as a promise that he will not send another flood again. But if it's like in the days of Noah, human beings are mixing with robots, I'm thinking these, now this is all are just, this is my opinion, all right? It's not in the Bible or anything like that. I'm just kind of connecting all the dots together. If AI robots become as good as humans, more smarter than humans, and they start taking our women, or even our guys started, buying up sex robots, you're mixing with robots and all that stuff. Now, I'm not saying you can produce babies or giants. I don't think, I mean, must have figured out how to do that. I don't know how you mix technology and human DNA, but I don't think we're going to be producing any like giants or anything like that. But if these robots becomes human-like, almost like humans, they're going to use robots as cops. What are you going to do? How are you going to get out of a ticket when a RoboCop pulls you over? You can't, right? But if it gets evil, there's going to be chaos on earth, everybody eating, drinking. But Jesus said that's the second coming of God, right? The second coming of Jesus. Two people will be working in a field. One will be gone. One will be left behind. Two people sleeping in a bed. One will be left behind. One will disappear, which is talking about the rapture. So, I mean, just want to kind of share that with you guys. We're in the end days. It'd be like the days of Noah, I think. Whereas the days of Noah is Nephilim and human beings. My opinion is, I don't know if Nephilim is still around, but I think it's going to be more robots and AI robots mixing with human beings. All right, man. Just my thought for today.